If you're thinking about booking your first river cruise, today we're talking about 6 super important things you need to know before booking your first river cruise. Things that most people don't talk about, but they make a huge difference when planning your dream trip. They can make or break your entire vacation. Hi friends, I'm Oksana with Signature Travel Channel. If you love expert travel tips, river cruise reviews, and honest insights about what it's really like on board European river cruises, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Today's video could save you hundreds of dollars and prevent some major headaches, so let's dive in. Number 1, and this is absolutely crucial, you need to plan for pre- and post-cruise hotel stays. Most river cruises starts embarkation at around 4 p.m., but here's the thing. If your flight delays, canceled, or dealing with jet lag from an overnight flight, you could literally miss your cruise departure. I usually recommend arriving at least 1 day before your cruise starts. This gives you time to acclimate to the time zone, recover from jet lag, and actually enjoy the departure city instead of rushing straight from the airport to the ship. But here's what's really smart. Cruise lines offer amazing 2-day pre- or post-cruise extensions. These are not just random hotel stays. They're carefully planned programs that include guided tours, transfers, and often visit to attractions you might not discover on your own. For example, if you're cruising the Danube, you might add Prague extension or explore more of Munich. The post-cruise extensions are equally valuable. Instead of rushing to catch a flight after disembarkation, you can extend your vacation and explore your final destination properly. Trust me, after 8 days of being pampered on a river cruise, you don't want to immediately deal with airports and long flights home. Number 2 is about airfare, and this is where many first-timers get surprised by unexpected costs. Unlike traditional vacations where you fly round trip to the same city, river cruises often start in one city and end in another. For example, you might start in Budapest and finish in Amsterdam. This means you need open-jaw flights, not round-trip tickets. When planning, look at what's the best airport to fly into and what city you will end in. Are you adding a hotel stay? Open-jaw flights can be more expensive than round-trip tickets, so you need to factor this into your budget from the beginning. Always book flights with a generous arrival window and don't book your flight too early in the morning. You don't want to rush off the ship at 6 a.m. Also consider your arrival or departure city when choosing itineraries. Some river cruise ports are very close to major airports, like Amsterdam is about 20 minutes from the airport, but other departure points like Wilhelmshaven in Germany can be up to 2 hours from major airport. Factor this travel time into your planning. Number 3 is understanding transfers, and this is where confusion often happens because every cruise line handles this differently. Most river cruise companies provide transfers from the airport on your arrival day and back to the airport on the departure day. With some cruise lines, this is complimentary. With others, it's included, but you need to book air with them, and some charge extra fees. Here's what gets tricky. These transfers usually only work if you arrive and depart on the official cruise dates. If you arrive a day early for that smart pre-cruise hotel stay I mentioned, you might need to arrange your own transfers from the airport to a hotel, then from the hotel to the ship. If you book those pre- or post-cruise extensions through the cruise lines, transfers are typically included in those packages. But if you arrange your own extra nights, you're responsible for getting yourself to the ship. Should you arrange a private transfers? Sometimes yes. If you want flexibility in timing, private transfer can be worth it. They're also great if you want to make your own stops along the way for sightseeing. So ask, are transfer included? Will I be met at the airport? Should I book a private transfer? Number 4 is understanding what's included in your cruise fare versus what's cost extra. And this varies dramatically between cruise lines. Almost every cruise line includes your cabin, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, wine, beer during lunch and dinner on board, Wi-Fi, some entertainment, and at least one guided excursion per day. But there is a lot of variation between cruise lines. Let's talk about excursions first, because this is where the cost can really add up. AmaWaterways, for example, might offer up to 6, even 8 different excursions per day at each port, all included in your cruise fare. You have plenty of choices between a walking tour, bike tour, foot tour, and more active hiking options. all at no extra cost. Viking includes one excursion per day, but they also offer many premium excursions for additional fees. These might be small group tours, culinary experiences, or visit to special attractions. If you want these upgraded experiences, you should consider pre-booking them because popular ones sell out. But here is something to consider. If you prefer to explore independently or don't want organized excursions at all, maybe you should look at cruise lines like Amadeus or Riverside Luxury Cruises, where excursions aren't automatically included in the price. You might pay less upfront and have more flexibility. Other inclusions vary by cruise lines. Some include all beverages, including premium wines and spirits. Others only include wine and beer during the meals. Some include gratuities, others don't. Some include Wi-Fi, port charges and fees, and laundry services, while others charge extra for these. So before you book, ask how many excursions are included. Are there any optional ones I should pre-book? Are gratuities, drinks, port chargers, or transfers included? The key is to compare the total cost, not just the base cruise fare. A cruise that seems more expensive might actually be better value when you add up all the inclusions. Always read the fine print and know the breakdown exactly what's included with each cruise line you're considering. Number 5 covers visas and entry requirements, something that can derail your entire trip if not handled properly. European river cruises typically visit many countries in one trip. A Rhine cruise might include Netherlands, Germany, France, and Switzerland. A Danube cruise could include Germany, Austria, Slovakia, and Hungary. Each country has its own entry requirements. U.S. citizens currently don't need visas for short tourist visits to most European countries, but you do need a passport that's valid for at least 6 months beyond your travel dates. However, starting in 2026, U.S. travelers will need European Travel Information and Authorization, known as ATIAS for Europe. It's a quick online travel authorization, not a visa. Always check your current requirements because they can change. Don't assume that because you don't need a visa for one country on your itinerary, you're good for all of them. The last thing you want is to be the night boarding at the airport or turned away at a border because you didn't check the requirements for every country you'll be visiting. Number 6 is travel insurance, and this is absolutely non-negotiable. Everyone needs travel insurance, and I usually say you needed to buy it from day 1 of planning trip, not the day before you leave. Here's why this is especially important for river cruises. These trips often involve big upfront investment, many flights, and tight schedules. If something goes wrong, you could be out of thousands of dollars. You have choices for where you buy insurance. You can purchase it through the cruise lines, but it typically only covers what you purchase directly through them. I usually recommend purchasing through a third-party provider like Travel Guard or Alliance because they offer more comprehensive coverage and often better value. Good travel insurance should cover trip cancellations, trip interruption, medical emergency, emergency evacuation, and lost luggage. The best time to buy insurance is within 14 days of making your first trip payment, because that's when you get a pre-existing medical condition waiver. These features can be crucial. Don't think it won't happen to me. I've seen too many travelers lose thousands because they skipped insurance. Life happens, flights get canceled, medical emergencies occur, and good travel insurance give you peace of mind to actually enjoy your vacation. Before we wrap up, most importantly, be flexible and embrace the experience. River cruising is about relaxation, cultural immersion, and enjoying beautiful scenery. Don't overschedule yourself trying to see everything. The beauty of river cruising is that you unpack once but wake up in a new destination almost every day. It's an incredible way to see Europe, especially for first-time visitors who want comfort and convenience while exploring many countries. That's everything you need to know before booking your first river cruise. These insider tips will save you money, prevent headaches, and help you make the most of this incredible travel experience. Let me know in the comments if you've booked your first river cruise or if you still have questions. I'm always happy to help. And in the links below, you'll find different ways to connect with me if you'd like help planning your European river cruise. Don't forget to subscribe to Signature Travel channel for more river cruise reviews, ship tours, and honest travel advice. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Travel the Signature way. God bless you, and see you in the next video.